Hi guys, welcome to another episode on Stocks in Focus. Now in today's video here, we're going to introduce and share with you one stock that I'm personally looking to get involved in. Sharing with you, of course, from the fundamental point of view to the technical point of view to the valuation metrics. And of course, share with you exactly which price I will be looking to get involved in. And of course, before that, what I'll also do is I'll walk you through my portfolio, keeping you guys updated as to the performance and of course some of the highlights of some of the recent trades or investment idea that I got involved in. So without further ado, I'll share with you my screen and we'll take a look at it. Right, so with that, you can see over here, this is my portfolio in terms of the US stocks, right, where I trade and invest in the stock market. Okay, the platform I'm using is on eToro, so this is actually publicly available as well. I'll perhaps also drop a link towards my profile here so that you can hop onto it. Okay, take a look at the live performance, from time to time as well. Okay, so you can see as of today, the latest performance up to date, right, year to date is 4.18%. Not too bad, honestly. I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, of course, if it's better, right, no one will complain about it. But I think it's also important to take a look at the overall risk, okay, not just about the profits, because if today you are taking massive amount of risk to make huge returns, then you want to ask yourself, can you take it when the market starts to go down? Okay, so I want you to know that it's always a balancing point between risk and reward over here in the financial market. Okay, so to me, I always focus on managing my risk to make sure that my drawdown, my volatility of my entire portfolio is as small as it can, but at the same time, trying to hit some decent returns and profits as well. Okay, so that's the performance I have so far year to date. Okay, and wanted to quickly update you on some of the recent investment ideas and trades that I got involved in. Okay, and in fact, based on the last episode on Stocks in Focus, I shared with you 3 stocks that I'm looking to get involved in, right? One is Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT. The other one was Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM. And the third one we talked about was ticker symbol ABBV, okay? So over here, you can see LMT position, right? We got in and so far it's running by quite a decent profits already. Okay, it's up by 11.67%. If I go over to the chart, okay, you can see that where we got in is somewhere over here. Okay, at the breakout point of this high, and of course right now we do have a very solid impulse push to the upside. Okay, so I'm saying that long term on LMT, this position here, we can easily hit higher towards the previous high on the daily scale around $443. Okay, but of course this is not just a trade that I'm looking to capitalize on the price movement, but this is more of also a dividend investment, which means that on top of just the capital gains that I'm looking to capitalize on, I'm also looking to collect dividends, right? So if the fundamentals of this company remains intact, I would stay onto this idea, this trade here, as long as I can, because I'll be collecting dividends along the way. Okay, now another one that we talked about was TSM. Okay, so you can see over here, okay, this position as of now is down by a little bit, right, about 1.39%. But to me, that's perfectly fine because TSM fundamental is still there. Okay, last episode we also talked about the macro trend where semiconductor space might be the interesting sector for you to keep an eye on moving forward in the remaining of 2021 and even going into 2022. Okay, so you can see where we got in was the breakout of this, and of course price is coming back down a little bit. Okay, now overall, if let's say this keeps coming down, as long as this technical price structure here remains intact, okay, so maybe I'll draw in a little bit to look nicer. Okay, let's say if this technical pattern still remains intact, right, and I'm not going to be surprised if let's say we see another dip further down and break this here. Okay, I will be looking to maybe add another position somewhere at the bottom if that's were to happen. Okay, because again, solid fundamental score in TSM. Okay, if you need to go back to the previous episode, we talked about that. I share with you the fundamental score. I share with you the stock cuts on TSM as well. Okay, so I'm very confident in this company because the fundamental is there. The macro trend on the semiconductor space is still there. Okay, so this is a quick update on this two position. Okay, in terms of ABBV, we are still waiting to get involved. We are not in that trade yet. Okay, over here I also want to keep you guys updated on some of the recent highlights on the portfolio. Okay, before we move into one of the stocks that I would like, I'm monitoring, and I would like to share that with you as well. Okay, recently we got in at Moderna, okay, ticker symbol MRNA, and you can see this stock actually shoot up quite a lot in a very short period of time. It's already up by close to 22%. Okay, so ticker symbol MRNA, you can see where price has shoot up quite a bit, right? This is on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, we kind of entered almost near the bottom, right? Somewhere around here, and we kind of like started to write this up by close to 20%. Okay, so this is one of the highlight in terms of the recent trades that we got involved in. But of course, I also jumped into some of the semiconductor stocks. Okay, you can see over here, you have KLAC, okay, AMAT, they are currently down by about 4 to 5% on average. These are also semiconductor play. Another one here is Lam Research Corporation, right, LRCX. It's up by a little bit. Okay, so I'm in a couple of semiconductor company plays here as well and see how it goes. Okay, but of course you can check out all my holdings, okay, because this account here on eToro is publicly available, right? So you can actually hop onto it, check out all the accounts over there. Sorry, all the positions, right? Check out my account and check out all the positions over there. Now with that said, okay, I'm actually looking at this particular company here called Church and Dwight Corporation. Okay, so ticker symbol is CHD. Okay, now why I'm looking at this is because you can see over here the fundamental scoring of this company is 16 out of 21. Okay, so it's pretty strong in its fundamental perspective. Okay, and if I look at the valuation, of course it's a little bit overvalued right now. Okay, but that to me is just a guidance, right? Because a solid company with enough interest from the public will keep pushing the price higher. Okay, and valuation is just a form of guidance, right? Perhaps I'll adjust my position sizing when I invest in it. Okay, but again, overvalue does not stop me from getting in if, let's say, the technicals are solid. Later I'll show you on the technical chart. Okay, now what I like about this is, of course, also it pays off dividend. Okay, and of course it has dividend growth, right? So it has a growth rate of about 8%. To me, that's pretty solid. Okay, so I'm looking at it from a dividend point of view, a dividend growth investment idea as well. Okay, so if I jump over to the technical charts over here to show you on CHD, okay, let me bring you to the higher time frame. You can see what the technical price chart is doing right now. We have a push up, and then of course we have a massive consolidation, and recently we get a push back up, and it broke just above that and started a mini correction and consolidation over there. Okay, so if I go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see like this is a solid pattern that I personally use it a lot in technical trading. So you can see a push up over here, and then from there it started to do a correction. Okay, most of the time when we see a pattern like that, there's a high possibility this will continue to the upside. Whether is it going to go in now, or let's say this is just going to develop into a bigger one, again, to me doesn't really matter because I'm looking for a breakout above this high. So if it does a consolidation here, I'm not going to get involved. No worries about it. I'll just keep monitoring and update my position. Okay, but for now, I'm actually looking to get involved if, say, price were to break out at the high of $89.35. I'll get involved in it. Okay, and we'll write this if it starts to go high. Okay, so this is the one position that I thought I wanted to share with you and bring it up to your attention. So let's say if you are also looking for some investment ideas, okay, you can take reference to CHD. Okay, but of course you need to do your own analysis. You need to do your own research to see if this particular stock fits into your portfolio, fits into your profile, and whether this whole investment thesis makes sense or not to you, right? So don't just blindly follow because I'm buying in, then you're going to invest in this company. Okay, but I think over here what I want to do is just bring some companies to your attention, and hopefully if it fits into you, then that helps, right? And let's say if it doesn't, then by all means just take it from an educational point of view. All right. Now, on top of that, before we end off today's sharing this video over here, just wanted to share with you that we have done up a quick website page here as well. I'll drop the link in the video below. Okay, it's called investingprecepts.com/stocks in focus. Okay, and of course, over here in this webpage, you'll be able to watch the recent video, something like this that I'm recording right now. Of course, you can find all this on YouTube on my channel as well, right? Okay, so just consolidating all this here. Okay, and of course, we have kind of put together a webinar series. Okay, so all you have to do is just put in your email, let us know where to send it to, and then it's free, right? So you'll be able to access to a total of 3 webinar series sharing with you about stock trading, stock investing. Okay, and of course, you can also scroll down a little bit, and this is the link towards my eToro performance portfolio. So you can actually decide to either number one, if it fits into your style, you can copy me on eToro, or if you would like some reference, obviously you can look at my portfolio. It's publicly available out there. Okay, and of course, last part over here, if let's say you would like to equip yourself with some skill set, some knowledge about investing, okay, we do have the Smart Investing Challenge. It's a course, right, where I share with you the 5 investing precepts. And we do have the Seasonal Trade Ideas membership as well, where what I do is I share with you what are the seasonal trades that I'm taking, okay, and of course you'll be able to follow suit as well. Okay, so all this I'm actually applying it on my portfolio on eToro, right? So some of this trade here is in fact based on seasonality, some of it are based on dividend investment, some of it are based on trades, right? It's momentum, riding on the momentum. Okay, yeah. So I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to actually answer your questions. If not, do me a favor. If you actually enjoy and benefited this entire series called Stocks and Focus, give me a thumbs up in this video. Okay, let me know what are some of the major takeaways that you guys have, so that I know which component that I need to focus on to provide more value to you guys. Right, so that's all for me. All the best to your investing journey, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.